Hey everyone, welcome to episode 2, Matt with Erlane and the Automotive Truth. I am Matt Pollard.
I'm Elaine Pollard.
This is Matt with Erlane and the Automotive Truth. Here we go. Let's get into this. How was your day today?
It was good. A little hard to get up after my staycation
I can
of
imagine.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Come back on Monday. It was a little.
Tough?
It was a little. Yeah, it was a little tough, I guess. Although we didn't have a huge uh, line waiting for us, but eventually it was like kept little spurs.
Hectic day.
Five, then five more cars, then two more, 15 minutes, five more cars. Yeah, so in the morning it started off slow. Usually there's a line out the door waiting for us. Lately in the mornings, there's only been like one or two cars, and then once people, I guess, start getting up, then they start coming
Yeah, we're in a phase 2 now in Connecticut, so some people are home.
in. Yes,
Little unique situation again, I guess.
yeah. So we have those first responders are always Lyft drivers, Uber drivers. They're working
Non-stop.
all the time,
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah,
Yep,
we have to be there for them.
exactly.
We have to be there for them. Today we're actually gonna answer a question. We actually had people reach out to us. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
thank you for your comments,
We got comments, we got reviews. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
your critiques.
Yes, your critiques. And
Appreciate it.
we have our dog running around somewhere. So if you hear some funny noises, she's around here somewhere.
Yes, it was mentioned that there's a noise in the background every now and then, and that's just Luna the pit bull chewing on her chew toy.
Yeah, she's got a lot of chew toys around here.
So you'll hear strange noises every now and then. I promise you, it's Luna.
I was down here working earlier this morning and she took one of the stuffed animals and ripped the leg off it.
It's because he wasn't paying attention to her.
I truly was not
He
paying
wasn't
attention.
watching her.
I wasn't.
Luna likes to chew on everything. She needs to be watched.
So let's get into
Rant of the day.
yeah, let's get into our random rants.
My rant of the day. Besides getting up this morning after I slept for the past couple of days. So today, for some reason, and this happens a lot of times, but today, for some reason, everyone that comes in, mind you, when you come to our place, you don't need an appointment for an oil change. You can just drive in. And so everybody, for some reason, that came in with no appointment kept saying, well, you told me that there was no. Well, they would come to the desk and say, well, how long is the auction? Well, about 2 hours right now. We're on an hour 45 minutes, whatever the wait is, and they'll be like, well, I called and they said I need an appointment.
You don't.
Okay, so you don't. You don't need an appointment. You're here. Okay, so then why is it going to take 2 hours? Did you ask that? I mean, every single one. Oh well, I called and they said you didn't need an appointment.
Yeah, you're right. You
What
don't
are you
need an
complaining
appointment.
about the time for? God Almighty. Today was a little more than that, more than usual.
Because if you tell them 2 hours on the phone, they ain't going there.
That's right. That's a good point.
You
Tell them
have
2 hours on the phone, they're not coming.
no, you gotta set the expectation when you get there.
Yeah,
Even when you're overbooked. You gotta
exactly.
you gotta tell them to come in.
Yeah. And you know what? Our customers are great. They come in and they want to get stuff done, so they'll be like, you know what? I'll stay here. Oh, you know what? Give me a ride down the road or something. But most people have nowadays. Most people are a little better than they were before. Now people are like, thank God that you're open. Thank God that you're here.
Yeah.
And or that they can even sit and wait. Inside and use the facilities. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys set limits in the waiting room at your stores?
No. Customers usually see the room, the waiting area full, and they'll either go outside or those people usually don't mind. Even if it's full, people don't. Those that mind, they don't stay, they leave.
They leave.
Yeah, or they wait outside.
Do you utilize like third party stuff, Lyft or Ubers or anything like that?
For our customers, we have our shuttles.
You have a couple shows.
Anyway, what about your rant of the day?
I was home all day. I
Nice.
think mine was the dog eating my stuffed
The
animal.
lamb. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was on me.
Yeah.
I did go to the parts store today. That was a little annoying.
Okay.
Nobody greets you anymore, man. It's like we are in this digital world. Like you walk into anywhere. You know who greeted us? The post office.
No,
I'm sorry about the wait. How are you doing today? That was the only place I've ever got greeted.
they're trained to do that.
They are trained to do that. And that's what we got to try to drill into our service advisors' heads. You
Yes.
got to greet them.
Smile. Look at people.
I'm sorry about the wait.
Yeah.
Can I take $1,300 now?
Yeah. And look at them. Show them the distress in your eyes.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm having a bad day, but I'm smiling
Yeah,
for
yeah,
you.
yeah,
I still love you.
yeah. It's Monday. It's raining.
It's
Was
Monday.
it raining this morning?
It was snowing here.
Yeah, it was kind of gloomy outside. Okay.
Okay, so the question was asked to me. It says, do you think I'm being too ambitious? Or being too ambitious is a good or a bad thing? I said, well, I kind of need an example. Too ambitious about where I want to be at the end of the year pay wise. I have never heard these two words ever in this business, being too ambitious and selling too much at the desk.
What?
So you're not selling at the desk, you're recommending services at the desk
Right.
is really what you're doing. So I don't know why anybody would ever say that to you in general, because your job is to advise the customer of what is needed for their vehicle,
Right.
right? So you, as a seasoned service advisor, you should already know what's coming in the door. You should already have your appointment list. You should already have your history. Already have your VIN inquiry. You already know what the vehicle needs. So your job is to recommend all those maintenance items right there at the counter.
Yeah. I wonder why, what's the thought process behind management telling this person
I know where this
not to
individual
sell so
is
much
right
over the
now.
not to sell so much over the counter. I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't get it because
If it's maintenance, you're not selling repairs. I mean,
exactly the technicians are recommending the repairs. So that is a I don't want to say poorly managed store, but that's weird to me.
that is weird.
I,
Maybe there's something behind it. Maybe there's something else. Story, right? Can I tell you a quick story?
of course, I
Um,
have all day.
when when I worked at one of the Toyota stores, and there was a guy, a technician, and he would always sell alignments. Always, always. Every RO has an alignment. 5,000, 10,000, whatever. It needed an alignment. And it annoyed me so much that he would sell, oh, here we go again. Mr. A is
Yeah, I know
selling
who that is.
selling an alignment. And it's like every single car, was an alignment. And it back in that day, back in those days, I don't think we had those
Checkers, no,
checkers like
no.
that. Um, Back in those days,
We're old.
I'm giving
Oh
my
my
age
goodness.
away. Um, yeah, so it was just I don't he wasn't even pulling the vehicle in. He was just coming over and telling me, okay, did you sell an alignment? I was like, how do I sell an alignment? Car's got 5,000 miles on it or whatever. And he was anyway. Now forwarding to the future, I could have taken advantage of that.
Yes,
I could
absolutely.
have taken advantage of that. He's recommending it. It's not even me. It's him. I can blame it on him. Service advisors blame it on the
Yeah.
technicians. I could have been. Oh my God, are you kidding me? It's straight labor, right? Straight
Yes,
labor.
it's straight labor.
Straight labor.
That's one of in my stores. That's my highest grossing profit item in the dealership. I pulled the service checker for the alignment checker out of my service drive at one of my stores, and I put it and I retrofit it at the body shop, and our alignments went up 75% because they weren't relying on a piece of paper. They were just recommending them off of time and mileage. 1 year, 20,000 miles. Brake flush. 1 year, 20,000 miles.
Service managers are big on selling those alignments. 1 year, 15,000 miles.
1 year, 15,000. 1 year, 20,000. But
1 year,
1 year.
12,000
Yeah,
was
1 year.
um every other, especially here in New England, every other mile there's a pothole.
Yes.
Um,
No tire swap overs. There's an opportunity.
you
Four
know, so
tires.
funny
There's an
that
opportunity.
I say I say that, but I don't do it. And our manager is big on that. Also, he's mentioned that a lot of times. You know, sell those alignments.
All
Cars
over.
need them.
They do.
We're not selling stuff that's not needed. It's stuff that it is needed. Um, Again, back to the person's question. I don't understand why.
I am intrigued that this individual set a goal for year end.
Yeah, good for her
That yeah,
or
that's
him,
amazing
whoever.
because that's what I do. Like so managing department, every day you have to set a goal for what your team needs to hit so you can hit your forecast numbers. So having someone who is that ambitious is actually would a blessing to a service department.
Is she looking at history? Is she recommending stuff that's already been recommended? Is she you know, I just gotta be something behind it. Why is management telling her that, you know, you're selling too much? Is she taking other people's recommendations? Because that's another thing, you know, you service departments, you gotta look out for your look at your work and make sure that, you know, the stuff that's coming back is coming back to you. The stuff that you recommended, you know, that people are scheduling, not scheduling it on the day that you're off, because that's seen. Story time, another story. I remember working at another Toyota store, and service advisors, watch your work, watch your work.
It goes back to knowing what's coming in the morning.
Watch your work, because there's, I'm not saying that there's, everybody does it, but there are some people out there that don't care. They're hungry and they'll take theirs and yours. And so I've gotten to this place, and then there was this individual didn't know that, you know, I was a whiz at ADP. I've been working on ADP since it was the green screen.
Yes.
And so I know I shouldn't say every, but I know most functions and whatever. And so
I text her,
we,
you're like, I forgot how to do this. How do you do this?
um, I think WebSuite during this time had integrated into ADP, right? And so SDL and all that
SDL, yeah.
was at a click of
Awesome. Yes.
of the mouse and stuff. And so I had written some stuff, and it wasn't even nothing big. It was like oil change, tire rotation, whatever. And at the end of the day, when I went down through my SDL, I'm looking, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? How is this closed under this? How is this closed under this individual? How? So I pre-invoiced my paperwork, sold the repairs, pre-invoiced my paperwork, and right before the end of the day, because in this certain store the cashiers wouldn't close until the end of the day. They don't close, you know, as they come. They close everything at the end of the day. And so half of my stuff was closed out to this individual's number, and I said, "Whoa, buddy! I guess he didn't think that I knew how to look."
Didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah, I didn't. I said, "Hey, did you realize you closed all those under? How did you do that? Did you reopen the pre-invoice ticket and put it under your name?" Exactly what he did. He was like, "Oh no, no." I said, "I know exactly what you're doing. I'm watching you." So, you know, he was like, "Oh, my bad, you know, my bad." No, my bad. You don't do that. Like, that's so shisty. Yeah. Anyway, watch your work.
Yeah, that's the cutthroat part of this.
Keep your eyes on your work. If your cashier is closing the paperwork at the end of the day and not immediately when you're cashing that customer out, watch your work, because there's some sharks out there that will.
Go. I want to go back to where you said blaming on the technicians.
Oh,
perfect. No, perfect. So when you're recommending an item at the desk, okay, fuel injection service, an alignment, a tire rotation, a 30,000 mile service with the filters, whatever, and then the technician pulls those same parts, you getting going back to the customer and now saying, well, now the technician's recommending that you do this X Y B. So blaming it on the technician at that point. So now you put it in the customer's mind, even though they declined it. Now you go back to them with the customer, with the technician. It's a no brainer. They're definitely
exactly.
gonna do it.
Exactly. Service advisors, if you don't trust your techs,
Go out and look.
go out and look. Tell them to show you.
You don't have to know about cars.
Exactly. Young women, young men, whomever, new advisors. If you don't trust, because believe me, back in my day, I didn't trust anything, anybody. I wasn't. You have to. And now nowadays, I'm asking, to show me. But back then, I selling blind get myself into a lot of trouble.
Yes.
Selling blind
Yes.
without going to figure it out, going to look and ask, and if you don't trust your text, then you're in trouble. You're in the wrong place if you don't trust your text.
Yeah, that just snowballs
Yeah,
to all kinds of
yeah,
problems down the road.
yeah, yeah,
Especially if you still use paper multi-points,
yeah,
very easily manipulated.
yeah,
So yeah, if someone's recommending brakes, the car has low mileage on it, you have to go out there. You have to go look at the car. You have to go look at the tires. Even if you don't know what you're looking at, you have those plastic brakes. I don't know, a lot of I most of my stores I put those in
yeah,
where they're, it shows green,
yeah.
red, yellow.
Our
Bring
Lutex
that
use
with
that.
you.
Yeah,
And then you can match that up to what the car has.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Just keep your eye on history.
Yeah, history is the big
Keep
thing.
your eye on history while you're opening the repair order. While you're, because in some cases, in some places, you can look at your own appointments, but if you're in a store where everybody's writing everything, there's no designated appointments for people. You're just writing, from whatever's coming into the door. You're going to have to look at your history while you're writing up that individual. Um, just keep your eye on your history. I've made a lot of mistakes by not keeping my eye on history, and it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's
Well, any store with
embarrassing.
any appointment system, they should have the pre-rents.
Not everybody does.
Oh, well, give me a call.
Every everybody does.
Info@ptlelite.com.
Every manager has their different way of doing things. Um, like I said before, whether it's wrong or right, everybody's got their own way of doing
Everybody has
things.
their own ways.
Yeah, exactly. Um, Going back to trusting the text, ask them to show you how things work. And also, even if you don't trust the technicians, don't undermine technicians. Some of these guys have been in the business for years and years. Respect them.
Yes,
Respect them. They bring
you
something
need
to
them.
you. Not so long ago, we had a situation where, um, I don't know what the case was, but it was brought to our attention that we shouldn't tell technicians, oh, they're not doing that. Oh, they're not going to buy that. Oh, this, you see, it's all oil changes. If they bring it to you, try.
You have
They
to.
bring it to you, try. And if you don't want to try, don't shoot them down there. Just wait. Just
Yeah,
wait
let
a
them
little
come
bit
back to
and
you.
look in your history and say, well, maybe this isn't the right thing or whatever the case may be. But don't shoot them down because guess what? They're gonna lose their trust in you. They're gonna lose their faith in you. And next time around, they ain't gonna do a very
Thorough
thorough
multi-point.
multi-point. Exactly. So don't shoot them down. Try, and not only that, try. I don't know why people don't want to. I don't care if it's an air filter. I don't care if it's a valve stem cap. We don't charge for that, but anything, anything. Bring it to the customer's attention. The technician brought it to your attention, whether it's a loop tech, a C tech, a A tech. Bring it to the customer's attention. I have written down here in my notes. Right.
I have these forms that I give all my riders. They're called piggy banks.
Yeah.
So you add the decline line, and then however your marketing company is going to pull whatever the op code is that you use. But I also give all my advisors a form. I call it a piggy bank, and you write the RO number down, the customer's name, the phone number, so we can go back to that in the next month.
Yeah.
You have to do the work too. This goes back to episode 1 when we're talking about things we did for free. This is something you have to do as an individual. You can't expect a marketing company to just go out there and get your work.
Yeah.
If you're the advisor, you put it in your piggy bank and you're calling in 4 weeks. You know how good that customer feels that you're calling them.
Yeah.
They're not getting an email from so and so. They're not getting an email from Autoloop or Xtime or any of those third party
When we had
marketing
ASR
companies.
Pro, that was so easy to do those
Yep.
copies in our drawer.
You got to do the work. You
Yeah.
got to put in the time.
I said, they won't. They won't do this from the service advisor. You turn down work. You're cutting their paycheck, and most important, you're cutting your paycheck.
And you wonder why your RO sits at the dispatch desk.
Yeah.
Ain't
Oh,
nobody wants to touch your RO.
yeah. Oh, that's a very good point, honey.
I was a tech.
Very good point. Here come oh, I'm not taking her
I
ticket.
ain't
Oh,
taking.
oh, I don't want his
I ain't taking this
ticket.
guy's ticket because all he's gonna do is make me change the oil and put the car out.
And the poor
Yeah.
dispatcher suffers, because now he's got to juggle to see who he's gonna give this to, who's gonna. That's a bad.
Work together at a Toyota dealer, husband and wife. I was team leader and one of the good techs. She was one of the awesome riders. Say, that was a good team. That was a good team.
Remember when the Toyota frames, when they
Oh,
started with the Toyota, we had what year was our Tacoma?
oh wow. 6, 7?
Yeah, it's an older Tacoma, so it needed a frame.
Yeah.
So I wrote it, got the commission on it. Matt did the work. He got paid for the
I
hours
got
on
the
it,
frame.
and our truck got a new frame.
Our truck got a new frame.
Beautiful
I did
package.
I did the clutch. We got a rental car for a week. It was
Beautiful.
awesome.
Beautiful.
It was great.
Check, check,
Yeah.
and check.
And then I would run outside and get the tow-ins, and then run into the office, give them to her lane so she can ride them up. And then we did it again on another car.
We were talking about not so long ago, a coworker of mine, about leaving the cards on the Tacomas and the trucks that we used to see it on the parking lot to get the frames. Those frames were bank.
My friend got in trouble. I'm not gonna say any names because he's gonna listen to this, and he knows who he is.
Those Toyota frames were bank. They're still doing them, right?
Yeah, I think they're.
They spread out to Sequoias and to right.
Yeah. Right before I left Toyota, they were setting up to spray again and then do more. They were still doing them.
Yeah, bank, bank, bank.
Yeah, this is a good time to become a tech. I'm telling you right now, and an advisor.
Yeah.
We need them. And I usually don't even hire previous advisors unless you're a rock star. I try to get customer service people, hotel concierge. Arlene and I go out to dinner. We're always like, she'd be a great advisor. He'd be a great advisor. So it's all about personality.
True.
Those are the.
Very true. You're only a messenger. I mean,
Yes.
I don't want to downplay my position. Yeah, because I love my job, and to me, it's a career. But you're just a messenger.
Well,
You're bringing you're bringing and taking information. You're a communicator. You're a communicator. You're bringing back and forth.
You're a liaison between the technicians and the customer.
Yeah, you're bringing information back and forth. Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope we answered the question. We kind of went on a rant here, but we do actually have a question, or actually, I don't know if it's a question, but somebody already responded in for another topic for next week. So I cannot wait to touch into that. That's gonna be awesome. All right. I thank everyone for listening. Again, we are on Instagram now, so if you go to Matt or Lane Automotive Truth on Instagram, you can DM us on there. You can go to info@P as in Peter, T as in Tom, L as in leader, elite.com. If you want to leave us an email, you can leave a review on here, Spotify, Apple. We're on all those platforms now. So please get on there, like, review, share. We really appreciate everything. Final words, my lovely wife?
Just follow us on Instagram. I'm finally on social media. Oh my God.
Isn't it pretty cool?
God is good.
God is good.
Yes.
We had a good service Sunday.
Oh, wonderful. We can talk about God is good, people.
Confirmation.
God is good, people. Taste and see that the Lord is good.
Yes.
Blessed is the man that trusted in him. Believe us when we tell you.
To them that love the Lord. Is that how it goes?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We love you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Until next time, we out.